Hello, Kentucky friends. Mark Pope is relentless and is already eyeing a new recruit for Kentucky, a big, skilled, and creative player. And right now, there's a name on his radar, Diane, a center. He's 7 feet tall and weighs 260 pounds, whose offensive ability and physical presence have caught the attention not only of Pope but also of scouts across the country. The official announcement of Kentucky's offer came via Diane on social media, specifically on Twitter, and quickly echoed throughout the recruiting circuit. The young man from Norwalk, Iowa, has been a revelation on the Adidas 3 SSB circuit with Iowa United, where his dominant performances have made it clear that he's much more than just a tall kid playing basketball. Diane is a versatile player, capable of moving intelligently in the paint, creating space efficiently, and scoring in a variety of ways, traits that make him a rare commodity on the recruiting market. The numbers speak for themselves. In a remarkable weekend, Diane posted impressive performances, including 22 points, 16 rebounds, and 4 assists against Ludorte Elite, as well as an equally solid showing with 20 points, 13 rebounds, 3 blocks, and 3 assists in another matchup. These performances are not only a reflection of her athleticism, but also of her advanced understanding of the game. Jamie Shaw, of On3 and Rivals, was emphatic in highlighting Diane's qualities. He is very skilled offensively, able to consistently score with both shoulders, make post reads, and utilize balance and footwork when his initial movement is disrupted. Shaw also emphasized that, while many big centers rely solely on their height to impact the game, Diane goes further, using her technique and creativity to create advantages over her opponents. 247 Sports, a leading prospect evaluation platform, ranked Diane as the 15th best overall player in the 2026 class and, more importantly, the best center available. This ranking reflects not only his physical attributes but also his constant development as a player. Diane is the type of athlete who can change dynamics on the court, whether with his ability to control the paint defensively or his ability to be an offensive facilitator for his teammates. Pope and the staff's approach to offering the young center is more than just an attempt to attract a promising talent. It's a statement of intent. Kentucky has always been known for building rosters full of elite players at all positions, and Diane perfectly fits the profile Pope seeks for the team's future. His combination of size, strength, and offensive ability gives the coach the flexibility to adapt his system to the center's unique characteristics, something that could be decisive for the team. Kentucky's entry into the competition for Diane raises the bar for competitive recruiting. Traditional programs like Arkansas, BYU, Houston, Florida, Indiana, Kansas, and Purdue are also in the running, but the Wildcats' presence certainly adds pressure. After all, few programs can offer the same platform for visibility and development that Kentucky does. This guy can make a difference, and you can research him further later. Now, if Diane decides to accept Kentucky's offer, he will be a transformative addition to Mark Pope's long-term plan. He will not only bring depth in the paint, but will also allow the team to explore new tactical dimensions. Diane has the potential to become a central piece in building a different team for Kentucky's future. Kentucky's commitment to Pope is to always bring in guys who can make a difference, just like this player. With the arrival of Markx Warwick to La Familia, the Kentucky alumni team competing in the TBT is something different. Warwick, a prodigal son from Lexington, carries in his blood the pride of representing his hometown and the opportunity to shine in a national showcase. Markx Warwick is no ordinary name. He is the all-time leading scorer at Henry Clay High School, a local legend who grew up with his eyes fixed on the Wildcats, dreaming of the day he could grace the blue and white colors. When Tawny Beckham, La Familia's general manager, extended the invitation for him to join the team in the TBT, Warwick didn't hesitate. "I definitely accepted the offer without hesitation," he said in an interview with KSR, with the confidence of someone who knows they're facing a golden opportunity. This decision wasn't just a yes to a tournament, but a commitment to his own history. It's very interesting to see these guys again. Warwick's career is marked by remarkable achievements. After dominating the high school scene, he took his talents to Northern Kentucky University, where, with Darren Horn, he not only set the school's scoring record but also led the Norse to the 2023 Horizon League title and a berth in the NCAA tournament. His skill as a point guard, combined with his height and agility, made him a force on the court. However, it was his transfer to Missouri, where he faced the rigors of the SEC, that tested his resilience and shaped his game to a new level. It was a big leap, Warwick admitted. Reflecting on the transition from the Horizon League to college basketball's most competitive conference, it was a war every night. And what a war he fought. In his final regular season game for Missouri, Warwick shone brilliantly against Kentucky, then ranked 19th in the country. Coming off the bench, he scored 17 points, including 4 three-pointers, in a performance that not only demonstrated his ability to compete at the highest level, but also carried personal meaning. "That game meant a little more to me, for sure," he confessed, with a touch of nostalgia as he imagined what it would be like to play in Lexington, with 50 of his friends and family in the stands. Even in Columbia, Far from home, he felt the weight of facing the team he had always admired, and delivered a performance that resonated in his hometown, averaging 6.6 points, 1.3 assists, and shooting an impressive 48.1% from the field and 45.6% from three in Missouri. Warwick proved he could compete with the best. His experience in the SEC, facing faster point guards and more athletic players, was a turning point. I learned a lot. I grew a lot as a player, he said. Not only did he survive the intensity of the conference, but he also learned valuable lessons that he now carries into TBT, where he'll have the chance to play alongside former Kentucky stars and seasoned professionals. This experience is unique for most players. For Warwick, TBT isn't just a competition, but a platform to show the world what he can do. After an NBA pre-draft process that didn't meet his expectations, he sees the tournament as a chance to open doors to a professional career. "I'm here for business," he said with determination, but without losing sight of the value of the connections he's building. "I'm also learning a lot from these guys, making friends and building connections." And his message is, "I just need the platform to showcase my skills. Really, that's all." And with La Familia, he has exactly that, a chance to shine, to represent Lexington. Good luck to him. And speaking of old acquaintances, Kahlil Whitney, the former Wildcats player, returning to the city for the first time since his abrupt departure in January 2020, is experiencing a moment of redemption and reconnection with the passionate BBN. Whitney's participation in the La Familia team for TBT 2025 represents a new opportunity. His journey, marked by personal challenges, growth, and an emotional return, reflects what everyone in Kentucky wants: unity and victory. Whitney, a former five-star recruit who arrived on campus in 2019 with high expectations, saw his career at Kentucky cut short after just 18 games. He left the team to pursue a professional career, a decision that, at the time, raised questions and uncertainty. Since then, the forward has experienced both the G League and international leagues, facing ups and downs that have shaped not only his career but also his outlook on life. In a recent interview with Kentucky Sports Radio, Whitney shared how he felt about returning to Lexington after 5 years. "I was excited and a little nervous at the same time," he admitted. "Coming back to the UK after my departure, not knowing exactly how the fans or the city would react. They welcomed me, and I'm happy to be here." This warm welcome from BBN, known for its unconditional support, rekindled Whitney's sense of belonging. Whitney's path to this moment has not been easy. In May, the player opened his heart in a TikTok post, sharing a photo from his time at Kentucky with the caption, "I probably just needed a hug." The vulnerability of this moment resonated deeply with fans, who responded with messages of support and solidarity. This gesture paved the way for his participation in TBT, where he joined La Familia, a team of former Kentucky players who keep the flame of Wildcat pride alive. "Since I posted on TikTok and it went viral, the fans have been incredibly supportive, and it's been incredibly motivating for me," Whitney said. "I really appreciate it. This support is not only a demonstration of the fans' passion, but also an impact. Although Pope didn't coach Whitney during her time at Kentucky, his vision of uniting generations of Wildcats through events like TBT strengthens the connection between the program's past and present. Whitney's presence at La Familia is a reflection of this philosophy, which values not only success on the court, but also personal growth and reconciliation with each player's history. The interaction between current Kentucky players and alumni during practice at the Joe Kraft Center, where Whitney received new program gear, symbolizes this bridge between eras. "I feel like I'm a Kentucky Wildcat again," Whitney declared, proudly donning the blue uniform with great emotion. In his conversation with Jack Pilgrim, he detailed the past 5 years, including a stint working as a bouncer at a nightclub in New Jersey after an injury. This experience, away from the basketball spotlight, taught him valuable lessons about consistency and hard work. "Dealing with everyday life helped me grow," he explained, "knowing that the opportunity may not be there right away, but you have to keep pushing every day." He now shares these lessons with his younger brothers in Chicago, where he lives with his grandmother, reinforcing the importance of persevering, whether in sports or in life. It takes a lot of resilience at times. Whitney's return to Lexington for TBT is more than a chance to play basketball. It's an opportunity to close a circle. During the La Familia Charity All-Star Game last weekend, he once again felt the warmth of the crowd at Memorial Coliseum. "It's incredible," he said. "I feel like the fans have a soft spot for me. Ever since I got here, everyone has loved Dragon." The nickname, which harkens back to his arrival as a freshman, has resurfaced, bringing a sense of nostalgia and renewal. Share your thoughts.